Hi everyone and welcome back. It's Laura at Hyperstamper. I put out a video a few days ago that was a custom, a custom botanical journal. And it was requested by one of my junk journal collectors. And so I got another request yesterday for a similar one. And so I'm going to show you what I came up with here. Oh dear, let me just move Lacey. Okay. This is a very old bookkeeping book called Business Forms, and I love how worn it is. So what I did is it's quite big too. It's 2.5 by 10 and a quarter, or 6.5 by 10 and a quarter. I got this book here from 1937 from my sister actually, and it is just full of the most beautiful plates on roses. And I pulled what I thought was the most beautiful one and put it on the cover here. Isn't that gorgeous? It is stunning. It's almost 100 years old, and the color on it is just pops right out at you. Oh, just a sec. Okay, Lacey, no, I'll hold the ribbon so she doesn't need it. And I put a little bit of flower trim down the side and up here and here because I wanted to keep that original embossed trim down there on there. So let me take you on a little tour of the inside. Okay, Lacey, that's good. Okay, there we go. I'm hiding the ribbon underneath. I'm gonna move this aside, and I think she is going to love this. She specifically wanted pinks, roses, and all kinds of colorful flowers. She wanted a few religious pieces, and she likes Yorkshire Terriers, and I know when her birthday is. She gave me her birthday, so I've included as many of those things as I could. This is the original first page of the book, and I always keep that in when I can. She can cover it up if she likes, but I liked it was for farm accounts because all farms have flowers on them, right? This is from a vintage gardening book with beautiful bright colors there. Oh, and she also liked sweet peas. That was the name of her dog. So I've got a dried flower here on a magnet that I made into a tab with antique paper there. And this page here came from this book here from the 70s, a vintage how to paint book, basically how to draw flowers. And so I pulled this nice colorful little piece here. That's from 1905 Perennials book. And look at this fun piece. This is from it was actually inside of a gardening book, so I don't know really what its origin is, but they are advertising seeds here, I believe. Isn't that great? I just love it. It's so colorful, and roses, which she loves. She also likes all kinds of flowers. So I got this 1915 Lacey page from Girls Own Annual, and with beautiful flower image there, and then a fun story on the back. Over 100 years old. I love it. I pulled this from a vintage crochet doily because she likes pink. A little pink trim here, and there are her sweet peas. Aren't they great? And that's from a vintage gardening book. And in here, because she's treating herself as a birthday present to herself, I found this beautiful birthday postcard with embossed flowers. You can see they're raised a little bit. And then this actually has some, that was a $5 postcard, but it was from 1905. So I think that is very precious. Here's a beautiful religious piece with this sweet little songbirds on here. I collect these, so I don't use them very often. I have tea cards, there are cereal cards, and then this one here is a tobacco card, and that is a balsam, but look how pretty. And again, pink. Isn't that pretty? Little flower piece from a doily there. And this is, I believe, a little Yorkshire Terrier, and this is from 1904. Little Scottish here, Scottish man, little Scottish dog. This is from September 1895. Just a little piece here from Used Companion, but look at the beautiful advertisement for bulbs. Isn't that great? I'm in love with that so much. There's the other flip side of those two pages. Just a little bit of paper there to give it some color from this. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Vintage gardening book. And in here, this is also from a vintage botanical book. Isn't that lovely? So she can have fun with that little booklet. And then this is, because I didn't want the whole thing to be flowers, but flower themed. This is from a magazine from 1950s, but look at, they made the floaty things in the punch flowers. Isn't that cool? I just thought that was really fun. So yeah, Very cool. Love it. And then over here, look at this plate that I got. That is from National Geographic Society, and it is fantastic. I love it so much. I'm very happy with that piece there. And then this is another vintage botanical page. I put some antique paper on the inside there. And even this 1955 postage stamp page from a collector's book has the flowered stamps there. So I thought that was awesome. This is a trophy for from the American Rose Society, 1937. And look at this beautiful pink rose. So I pulled that especially for her from this book here. More wonderfully colorful flowers. And there again is her sweet peas. Now this is pretty special. This is a baby card. And the reason I went through my whole collection, and I have so many baby cards, is these little angels are bringing the baby flowers. But look at here, pink rose. Look at that, little angels, daisies. I love it. I love it so much. And she can actually journal in here. If she wants to do a little cut or fold up, she can do that. But I would leave it alone because it's perfect. She can journal on the back. That's a very old Hallmark card from the 50s. And again, this is Pope Leo the 8th. And this is pretty sweet here. You can see the back here of this petite point, which is a very fine, fine, fine needle point. Look at this. And even the strings on here, I had to glue them down because I cut it. Somebody did some repair work on the face. It must have been worn through the ages, but it is absolutely beautiful. This here came from another wonderful botanical book. Awesome. And this is from 1940. It's a Laura Wheeler transfer or copy paper for embroidery. So this would have been used for tea towels. And I love it. I think it's fantastic. Another rose page from the gardening book. And then this is the story of the iris, also from 1915. Look at these images. Irises were a big deal and still are. A lot of people. I've actually had quite a few requests for irises specifically. Another vintage botanical page here. More roses from vintage gardening book. And these are some of my pressed flowers here. More flowers, propagating roses. And this is really cool. So this is also from 1940. And this is also another motifs to make pillowcases and linens. So I turned it into a pocket, and up here I put this, I want to say 1940s or 50s, 40s, all embroidery, but down here, needlepoint flowers, just a really fun piece for her. And I'll just tuck that back there. And then in here is this beautiful 1894 Demers Family Magazine. And it's got this beautiful religious image here that I thought she would quite enjoy. Very historic piece there as well. Some vintage paper, but look at this one. Isn't that stunning? This beautiful pink flower from my garden, and I forget the name of it. But I pressed it last summer, and I love it. She can journal up here, and she can journal up here. But look at this. This is from 1891, and it is the Catholic Society, Sons of England Benevolent Society book. And just a fun piece to have. She can tear it up and make things out of it, or just have it because it's incredibly special. 133 years old. That is pretty cool. And then this wonderful little religious piece here that came out of New York, and that is also very old. More botanical pages here. A wonderful plate here from the early 1900s. This is from 1930, and that is the date of birth of this wonderful woman. Look how great, beautiful rose page. And this came from this wonderful vintage book here, A Field Guide to Wildflowers. There aren't a lot of color pages in it, but I did pull a few, and of course had to have a pink one. There's a wonderful hymns here from the 1920s. Another early 1900s floral plate here. Another hymn page. Another one of these wonderful wildflower pages. Another botanical booklet here that I made with a 1902 piece of vintage paper. And this truly spectacular old postcard, which actually has some gold foiling on it. And I believe that is from Poland. But isn't that cool? So I hope she loves it as much as I loved making it. Laura at hyperstamper.com. My email's below if you'd like one yourself. Bye for now.